So the weather's dreary, we've moved the clocks back, it's been raining a lot. I think we've fallen into seasonal limbo. Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of Wisconsin's Outdoor Explorer podcast. I'm Jason, your host. Today I wanted to talk about that transition between fall and winter in Wisconsin. I like to kind of call it seasonal limbo because you go from the fantastic fall colors to getting out and hiking and having this beautiful weather that transitions into the rainy, dreary weather of fall that starts preparing us for winter. And lately in Wisconsin, it has been really rainy and really wet. It's pushed back the fall harvest quite a bit. There are still quite a few fields around me that have corn still standing that they can't even get in because the fields are so wet. And it got me thinking about this transitional time after Halloween into Thanksgiving, where for me, it's a time to get ready for winter. And with the weather being so kind of lousy lately, it's been kind of a difficult, not a very fun time. And that's kind of what I want to talk about today. This limbo between the ending of fall and that beginning of winter before you can really start getting out and doing all your winter activities. And I want to talk today about some of the things that I do in this limbo time to get ready for the next season of getting out there and exploring. I want to say first that this doesn't mean you shouldn't get out there and try to do some things, but it's just been really difficult, honestly, lately to get out there and enjoy it. If you've got a full-time job, the weeks have been fairly decent, but you get to a weekend and it's kind of rainy and drizzly and it's really not great for getting out there or hiking or doing much of anything. So for me, it gives me time to prepare around my house and the yard for winter. And that's kind of some of the things I want to talk about today. Some of the things that I do to get ready for that seasonal transition into winter. We live out in the country, so there's a few things that we have to do. We raise chickens. So one of the things we like to do is we like to winterize our chicken coop. We have a chicken coop that we can move around the yard. And in the wintertime, we like to move it closer to the house so that we don't have to go out, trudge through the snow, and plus it allows us to plug in, heaters and water heaters for our chickens. So that's one of the things we do. We pull that up to the house, we go through the chicken coop, make sure it's all set and ready for winter, and we put up a canvas carport that we put the chicken coop in, which really helps our chickens, keeps them dry all winter long. It actually keeps them a little bit warmer than if they were out in the open. It basically keeps them just a slight bit insulated, but the main thing is keeps them dry. And that's one of the things we like to do during this transitional time in winter, is we like to get that ready. Where I live, it's pretty wide open. So if I don't put up some snow fence around parts of my house, we get some pretty big drifts close to the house. And that's one of those jobs that, I just do it now during this time because, like I said, we're in kind of a pattern here where for the hunters, they're getting ready to go hunting. There's really not too many events happening. There are a few Christmas parades going on at this point. But really, this time really provides a good opportunity to go ahead and prepare and get ready for winter. I make sure all my snow removal equipment is up and running. It's a good time to go through all that and check all that. One of the other things I like to do, and some people think I'm a little bit crazy, is, if you do get a good weekend between the end of October and Thanksgiving, I put up my Christmas lights. I remember one year putting up my Christmas lights on my house, and there was just a little bit of snow on. It was really cold, and it was miserable. So if I can get one of those 50-degree days on a weekend in November, I'm on the roof putting them lights on. And it's a good opportunity for my kids to get out and help me, and they enjoy helping, drag the lights out and set things up outside. But, I don't turn anything on. I'll say that. I wait until after Thanksgiving to turn on my Christmas lights. But I will put them up and have them ready to go. It's a lot easier to do it then than it is when it's, 10 degrees out and you're climbing on a roof with snow on it. That's one of the other things I do. But those are some of the outdoor things that I do, so that does get me outside a little bit during this time. Like I said, it's been a little bit difficult this year just because of the rain. Now we've got some snow showers starting to move in, so that transition almost feels like shorter this year than it has any other year. This period of time really gives me that time to prepare for winter. And that's important. We all got to do that. Whatever you got to do around the house. We all like going out. We all like exploring. We all like, going on hikes and things. But you still got to take care of things at home or wherever you live to make sure that you're ready for winter in case it is a long, cold winter. And it's just a good time to make sure you do get out there and prepare right now. One of the other things that I like to do during this time is I like to look a little bit ahead. I'm a planner. I like to look at the calendar, look at what events I'd like to attend, some of the activities that I'd like to try. I like to look ahead. I like to see what's out there that interests me and write them down on my calendars and start getting that stuff scheduled. My life, like many of your lives, are busy. We've got to plan ahead on a lot of things, and I like doing that at this time. I'm a big proponent of Travel Wisconsin's website, where you can go online and look at their events, and they do a very good job of getting events in early and activities in early that you can look up and schedule, and it really helps me plan for the things that I want to do. I mean, once winter hits and all these winter festivals start happening, it can be pretty busy. I mean, you could be going every weekend. So I like to kind of get out there and pick and choose certain events, maybe pick up some new ones and reschedule ones that I've enjoyed in the past. And this is always a good time to start looking ahead at some of those events. Like, for instance, I've been checking out places to go snowshoeing. My family and myself have never been snowshoeing, and it's something we want to try this year. Now that the kids are older, they enjoy hiking. They really want to try hiking in the winter, and I've been looking around for places that offer snowshoe rental and good trails and different scenery that we can check out during the winter. In fact, my youngest one, who has a birthday in January, told the family the other day that that's what she wants to do for her birthday. She wants to go hiking. She said, we always go hiking for Mom's birthday, and she wants to go hiking this year for her birthday. So that's one of the things where I'm looking ahead and planning and trying to figure out where and when we can do that. And we're going to try to go snowshoe hiking for her birthday in January. So hopefully, we don't have the 20 below temperatures, but if it's a nice weekend, we're definitely we're gonna put that on our list. And if the family enjoys doing that, we'll definitely plan more of that stuff, later in the winter and see how that goes. So that's what I like doing right now. I like that planning stage. I like going through and getting ideas for what to do. The one thing that does take place, towards the middle of November and in November, you got a lot of the holiday and Christmas parades happening. Those are great opportunities to get outside and just enjoy that atmosphere. Everybody starts getting a little bit, more festive the closer you get to Thanksgiving. And these parades are so fun and it's such a happy time and it's a great way to get out there and just be outside. That's what I'm all about, is just getting outside. It's more than just hiking and hunting and all that. It's whatever you can do to get outside. And these are a great way to get outside. I mean, you get to see a parade. I mean, who doesn't like a parade? There's a lot of them out there, and they're always fun to do. But again, just look ahead and sit down. It only takes, 15, 20 minutes, maybe an hour, depending on how deep or interested you are in things. But go out, just check it over, look on the internet and see what you can find for activities and start planning ahead. Start getting ready for winter to get here. I know if you're a hunter, you've probably been out in the woods. You're probably trying to get out in the woods a few times here. during the week just to check stands, check your trail cameras, which is great. If you get those opportunities to get out there and do that, great. You know what? And even if you don't, but you know somebody that does that, ask them if you can go with them. They'll be glad to take you along and show you around and get you out in the woods a little bit. Obviously the leaves are gone, so you're not going to get a lot of that. You're going to run into those last minute squirrels and stuff, putting away food before the ground turns white. So there's still great opportunities to get out in the woods and still opportunities to hike and do some bike riding or whatever you want to do. I always felt like this time of year is just kind of that transition between the beauty of fall and the beauty of winter. And it's always a good time, I always think, to prep and get ready and prepare yourself for that time. And I think that's important, that's needed. And sometimes you got to recharge your batteries, I mean, if you're a photographer, it's a great time to go through equipment and check everything out and make sure that's all working in order. And it's a great time to prep your winter clothes. That's one of the things I do as well. I start pulling out my winter clothes and seeing what needs to be replaced and start stocking up on hand warmers and foot warmers and just go through things and check it all out because, once winter does get here and you do want to get out there, you're not going to want to spend that time going through gear, checking things out, making sure everything's, the way it needs to be. You're going to want to just, hit the ground running. And this is a great time to check that stuff and make sure it's all ready to go. So, if you need new clothes, if you need new things, it's a good time to, put it on a Christmas list, that's for sure. So don't think that this time of year is like not a good time to think about outdoors and getting outdoors. This is a great time of year to think about outdoors. It's absolutely perfect to, like I said, prepare yourself for that winter season, which we all know can be long, but it's long if you're not ready and not excited about it. I've got some snowmobiler friends that are just can't wait for that first big snowfall and they start getting the trails ready. And I love that enthusiasm that they have for winter. And it grows on you. You start listening to them talk about it and you get excited about, snowshoeing, skiing, just being out in the winter. And, if you got kids, the sledding opportunities that are out there, or, taking sleigh rides and stuff. So we all know winter's coming. It does every year for us. And the best thing we can do is be prepared for it, plan for it, and find things that we might like to do or might be interested in trying new. And this is a great time to do that because we all know once Thanksgiving gets here, it's not too far and Christmas is here and then the New Year's here and then we're full swing into winter. Look at that as an opportunity to prepare for when winter is here and you can get out and enjoy those activities as well. So just to kind of wrap things up here, remember, it's okay to take some time and stay around the house and get ready for winter. That's okay. There's no reason to feel guilty about not getting out there and walking around and seeing things and enjoying nature. If you're like me, I always think if you're outside, it's great. No matter if it's a little rainy or if it's a little cold, just being outside is what it's about. And being outside and preparing for what's ahead is just a smart thing to do. So, like I said, get your things in order so you're not worrying about it when the snow flies. That's like us. We got the chickens ready. We got the snow fence up. And we're ready for when winter hits that I can enjoy going out and enjoying winter without having to worry about all the little things that I might not have gotten done earlier. And that's kind of where I want to leave you. So just start that plan. Get ready for winter and don't worry about being in seasonal limbo because this is a great time to prepare yourself to enjoy being outside and enjoy being one of Wisconsin's outdoor explorers. Thanks again for listening and, spread the news about the podcast, check out the blog, stop at the website. Just drop me a line. Let me know what you think and any ideas you've got for me or any questions you've got. I'd be glad to reach out. This has been a really fun adventure for me right now, and I'm enjoying it, and I hope you are too. So again, thanks for listening, thanks for supporting me, and we'll talk to you next time. Thanks for listening to the Wisconsin's Outdoor Explorer podcast. For more great information about being an outdoor explorer, visit our website at wisconsinsoutdoorexplorer.com. Be sure to check out the blog page and follow us on social media. And don't forget to subscribe to this podcast wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.